Okay, so today we're at Stone Co. Climbing Co. and today we're going to be finding out what's the hardest boulder I could possibly do at this brand new gym, because we're going to be doing everything from V0 to V10 Plus at a brand new bouldering gym, so let's go. Okay, so now, first thing first, let's start off on the yellow route, because the yellow is the lowest grade, the hardest grade is actually black. So first thing first, let's start off with yellow. And actually, one interesting thing about this gym, compared to most other gyms, is that most other gyms have just like tape here, or the actual grade of the actual color of the holes is what the grade is. But here's like a little metal circle, so that's really interesting. So first thing first, let's try out this yellow one. I think it's gonna be really easy. So that route was definitely seriously easy, but now let's find the next level, which is going to be a green route. And V6 and up routes is going to be where stuff starts to get hard, but let's try out, actually right here, we got a green route right here, and you can already tell that the holds are slightly smaller and less grippy compared to the lower grade routes. So yeah, let's test it out. So, got the V1 done. That one was also really easy, but you could tell that it's slightly smaller hold and stuff like that, and a little more technique compared to the lower levels. Now, we need to find a blue route. So it's yellow, green, blue, and then just stop. Okay, so we found blue route. It was relatively easy to find it because there's a lot of them. But yeah, this is a V3 level route, I believe, so it is on the easier side still, but let's try it out. Yeah, actually, I noticed there's more technique in it. I've noticed right away compared to the rest of the routes that I've done so far. So let's try it. So that one was slightly harder, and actually I kind of like that one. It had a good deal more technique compared to the other boulders I've done, but yeah, that was definitely a pretty nice route. Now, let's move on to the V4 level. Okay, so now we found a great route that we could do. This actually, it looks pretty hard for a V5. Let's try it out. V5 done. That was actually really, I should say, technique oriented. It wasn't as much power as I would have expected, but more technique and finger strength. So that was really a pretty cool route. Now let's actually move on to slabs and try a V6. Okay, so now let's try this pink route. Flash on. So that was pink, so that's actually V6 level. That felt more like a V4, V5, but yeah, so that route was really cool. One of my favorite types of routes, I'd definitely say, is slabs. So yeah, that's definitely cool with the small grips. Now I guess we have to try out purple now, because purple is going to be V7 grade. Okay, so now we're on the V7 level, and let's try out this purple grade here. the two-hand start. The holds are actually pretty like big and chunky, interestingly enough, but let's test it out. So. Easier than I expected. That's my fourth ever V7, and that was actually easier than I expected. So, I actually have hope. Maybe I'll be able to do a V8. I'm not sure, but that V7 was really easy. I graded it more like a V5 than a V7. But yeah, so that was definitely good. Let's move on to the V8 level. Okay, so now let's look for a V8 grade, and let's see if I can do it. And yeah, I'm not sure where they are. We just have to look around for the orange pad. So, yeah. Okay, so V8 right here, and yeah, this is gonna be hard. I can already tell. Definitely gonna be harder than the V7 I did because this is also a slant. But truthfully, yeah, the rest doesn't look that bad. Just stuff like the start, but yeah, let's try it out. I'm actually going from the starting to the second hold there.
Let me just tell you guys, this V8 was hard because I tried and I tried and I tried some more, but I still could barely even start it.
One last time, I don't think I'll be able to do it because we're actually talking with the route setter. We're looking for a couple of V8s and V9s, and we're talking to the route setter, and he said that a lot of the higher level routes, like V7 plus routes, it actually has a lot to do with how long your reach span is. Because if you're a kid, it's going to be harder because a lot of these reaches are really long. And that's what I think. So that this one. If I could dodge this, like that, it might be possible. Okay, so I guess that V8 kicked my butt. I wasn't able to do that one, but let's look at a slab V8 and see if I can possibly do that one. Let's try it out. Maybe I get to this side. Look at that. So I think I'm doing it right, but once you get here, you have to get the foothold and then walk across. Yeah, so let me try that just one more time. I don't think I'll be able to do that because that's one of the hardest routes. Less risky, I guess you could say, than regular bicycle. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to do that one with these shoes. But yeah, so now all I have to do is a V9, V10, and then we'll near the end of our video. Okay, so now it's finally time to do pretty much the final boss of every single climb in this gym, a V10 Plus. And truthfully, I mean, it doesn't look insanely hard. I'd expect a lot more tight crimps and something like that, but yeah, it still looks pretty hard. But anyways, let's try it out. I'm just wondering about the distance between the arms because it's going from here to here. Yeah, I don't even know if I'll be able to do that one. Yeah, start looked easier at first, but then I realized that you have to pay for it. I mean, it might be possible. Maybe let's do it again. Yeah. Fingers can't reach it over. Okay, so now we've attempted to climb everything from V0 to V10 in this gym that I've never been to before. Now, I've finally done a V7, which I'm actually pretty happy with myself about. I've done a couple V7 before, but I actually didn't expect myself to do one right now because it was more of a new gym and I've never been here before, and there's very different holds compared to what I'm used to. Now, all I need to do is rank this gym, because I'd rate this gym, let's say a good 6.5, because the walls are definitely quite nice. They're not extremely comp type style boulders, I guess you could say, but it's still pretty hard boulders and really technical. So I hope you guys liked this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.